there we are. Hey, welcome to After the Roll.
Helps to know the count.
It does help to know the count. Where the DM and some of the players get together and talk about the last episode of Not Actually Heroes, The Forgotten. You can view that now on our Nerducopia YouTube channel, which you'll find over in the chat, or if you're on YouTube later, down below. So we'll just jump in with we'll kind of go down the list of things that happened in roughly the order that they happened in last session. But first and foremost, we have to talk about Mario's new look. What did everybody think about that? Because that's the most important thing that happened last time.
I thought it was Clan for like a few seconds.
I was struggling for a minute because I was like, it's Clan, but it's not Clan. Who the hell is it?
Now you all understand that
And
Mario
it
is
didn't
my
help that he
illegitimate
wasn't
son.
at home either, so he didn't have his usual background. So it's like, who the fuck is that?
Like imposter.
Yep.
No, bald is beautiful, and
Honestly, I think he could have.
Mario wears it well.
He probably could have done an actual solid body swap with Clan if Clan wasn't able to show up.
I'll keep that in mind.
I don't like where this is going. I am not
It's like, I don't want
replaceable,
to be
Tim.
replaced. No, you're irreplaceable, dearest.
Thank you. I
I'm
need
not
that.
sucking up to you because my dice are angry. Not at all.
Can you send that to me in a Discord DM every day? Just so I feel
Plans
better about myself.
daily affirmations from
Diz
Ellen.
should be saying it, just appreciation in the workplace.
You got to keep him beat down. You got to keep him beat down.
You gotta be malleable.
All right. So the stuff that actually happened in the episode. First and foremost, it's a cult. You guys joined a cult of the Revenancer, not the Revan Dancer.
Which I did call her at one time, which today the truth
Yes.
I prefer Revan Dancer to Revan Dancer. I'm just saying.
I'm thinking shirt. I'm thinking shirt.
I'm
with that
picturing the
one.
final level of the temple is actually just a roller disco. That's what I'm seeing right now.
roller
When you
Actually,
say Revan Dancer.
disco.
When you go to fight the Revenancer, it's actually a DDR level, and you actually have to dance out in a dance battle.
Dude, I
against
just
her.
watched Scott Pilgrim this weekend. I'm down.
Nice.
You're going to get down there, and we're like, we're going to kill you, Revenancer. And she's like, not without 3 years of dance and 2 years of jazz tap. You're not.
Who is technically the most agile one on our party that we could actually throw into a dance competition?
Technically, it should be you.
Agile one
Isn't
could
it
be
supposed to be you?
Desmond, but
It is
not
me.
in
I've
the
got- I've
dance
got a 20
arena.
in
I was
dexterity.
gonna say, you're the fucking rogue, man.
Yeah.
You may only be half rogue, but you're the fucking rogue, man. It should be you.
You want to see Spoofy in the dance off against the Revan Dancer?
Yes. You have that cool
Yes.
tail action and stuff.
Yeah. I think maybe Mario's character might have.
I think
the
Mario
highest stats.
could drop a beat. Yep, definitely.
I think
feel like-
Thorn could do it. I think Desmond would try.
I don't believe that he could do it,
Yeah,
but I believe that
he-
Keltash would do it.
Desmond can do it, but he has to dance with Orlando.
No,
Yeah.
I think Desmond and Keltash would both try. I'm not saying it would be good.
Fun fact, Orlando is actually a former champion of Dancing with the Stars.
It's true.
Desmond and Orlando would reenact the scene from Pulp Fiction.
I approve.
You figure out which one's Uma Thurman.
Orlando. All right.
No, I was
I'll
gonna
follow
say
your
Desmond,
lead.
obviously.
All right, so the next most important thing that happened in the episode is the robes, right? That's why we're joining the cult. The robes. The thread count on these things are amazing, silky smooth. So, just me? Okay, all right.
Yeah,
We'll move
it's
on.
mostly you. It's mostly
Now, I
you.
will throw this one out there for you guys to bat around. And so a lot of people, they changed into the robes. Some people are trying to conceal maybe weapons and armor under these robes. And I'm curious how that's going to work out in this cult environment where we're supposed to all be lovey together. Just jump right in there, Ellen.
I mean, I don't know how it's gonna go, but Trix is very much an object-oriented person. She's an
I know.
artificer with very, very strong ADHD tendencies. She's not gonna give up her shit.
Yeah,
So
I'm wondering
yeah,
how that's going to go
it's
down.
probably not
It's
gonna
going to be
go well.
confrontational or what's going to happen. But
It's
They
gonna be
gave you a nice
entertaining.
Foot Locker.
I mean, all of her shit's in her bag of holding right now. Like, she just has the one bag. She's not like carrying everything, but she's not taking her armor off.
is entering the cult like entering a concert? Your bag can only be a certain size. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright,
it's
just
easier to
checking.
hide, was my
Just
argument.
checking.
They got wands and stuff. Beep, 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 beep. Hey, you want to
Alright,
take
so
that wand out, sir?
The only thing is, though,
the
I
wand.
wonder, I forgot about her
Wand of
gloves. She
detection.
can't take her gloves off.
Um,
Forgot about that.
so, when you guys came down the elevator, you immediately kind of have this little situation, which led into a lady by the name of Alira. She was very bubbly, very excited about you guys being there, and
She was the
but there was a
orientation
situation.
instructor.
There was a situation that happened. So she turns her back, and Keltash decides that it looks like he's going to attack her or something. And Trix reaches out and does shocking grasp to Keltash. Now, I was surprised. I rewatched this earlier today, and you can see the shock on my face. Like, oh my god, we're gonna player on player combat. So, what was going on there? Just first thought that passed your mind?
Kind of, but also we're going into a temple that is very clearly heavily populated because they've got a welcome committee to initiate us into this cult. So clearly there are plenty of people in this temple. You don't aggro the first people you meet when you have to do this kind of shit because then everybody's going to be pissed off. You don't want to piss off the low level people because then you get to the higher ups and you're ready to fucking die already. You
It's a
start
valid
at the
point.
top and work your way down.
Were you concerned with player on player tension there because character attacked character? Because Russ seemed to roll with it pretty good, but he actually said "damn Trix." That is his quote.
I don't see it being like a long term issue because she's kind of got a Keltash stop being a fucking idiot going already. So like her zapping him to stop him, I don't see it as that bad because she's also threatened to zap him before. So it's not like it's anything that he hasn't heard her threaten him with before.
Landiza, what do you think of player on player or player character on player character aggression?
I endorse it. I
You
think there needs to be more of it. In fact, if you're in a group in real life, you are going to have conflict with a person or persons in that group eventually. Especially the larger the group, the more chance there is for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, not every decision that a person in the group makes will everyone in the group go with. Now, some people, that's fine. Some people, when Trix went and did that, there's a possibility that some people are like, hey, I don't think that's kosher. You probably shouldn't do that. As far as somebody to have player on player combat with, Keltash is a pretty good choice because Russ himself is just chaos incarnate.
Yeah, me and you actually
he'll
had
take
some
it
player on player
personally.
combat in a campaign, a different campaign. Yep,
In a different
and
campaign,
it worked out well.
It did.
So.
Our characters hated each. Well, you hated my character. My character
Yeah.
didn't hate you. And so then we had to fight it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I won.
And there was some respect. Yeah.
There was some respect. Yep. Yep. Um,
The funniest thing is for Trix, it wasn't personal. It wasn't because it was Keltash or anything. It was just,
right.
oh shit, he's gonna do something stupid. He
Yeah.
needs to stop. This
This
will
is going
definitely
this is
stop
going to
him.
destroy all of our plans. I have to stop this now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she went with the tried and true. This is
Yeah.
gonna work.
But yeah, I mean, me as a DM, I'm all for it. Me as a player, I'm all for it. You know, it's perfectly fine with me. I don't see a problem.
So from there, Alira gives us a little bit of a spiel, takes us to the barracks where we run into a few like NPC recruit characters there. There's quite a few of them. I don't even know how many there are, but there was 3 that we had conversations with, and there was also a 4th one here, and I'm not sure. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that one because that one's interesting. But the first one was a female drow by the name of Ulra. Do we remember her? And I think ladies' comment on her was something to the effect of she was so crazy she got kicked out of that drow community that she was in, and now she's
Yep.
I
here.
guess
Yes.
she got kicked out
I-
of the LOL community.
Yeah,
Because she was too extreme.
yeah.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
fair, to be extreme
Mm.
for a drought, that's a whole new level.
That's
Mhm.
like
Yep.
that's like run the other fucking way as fast as you can, crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to see more of her, and I'm wondering if Desmond's going to survive because she seemed to have an attraction there.
I mean, Desmond ain't no coward.
I was gonna say Desmond would be all for it. Let's be honest
Listen,
here. We know it's true.
drow women are very amorous, so you better watch out. He
Yep.
put a hurt on Desmond. I may have to have you roll constitution checks if that happens.
So that was, we had a conversation with her. There was a few of us, but then Timmy's character went over and was interacting with a couple of other characters. One happened to be a half-orc executioner. The other one seemed to be a dwarf that didn't seem to really know if he wanted to be there.
He was just tired of fighting. He
was tired of fighting. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, I
So,
don't care if I have to scrub the floors for the rest of my life as long as I'm not fighting.
So
You
I
know.
think your comment when you came back was everybody's fucking crazy here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. Because that
I'm
Havork, he literally lived and breathed execution. He wanted to find
Yeah.
the perfect way to die. That was
that was
whole-
his job
yeah.
before he
Yeah.
joined the cult. He was an executioner.
He thought death itself was beautiful, and he just wanted to welcome death's embrace in the perfect way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had one of these cultists blow himself up because he didn't want to lose the fight to us. So we kind of knew they were going to be fucking nuts.
Where's that?
Yeah.
Then there's another little thing that came out in that last episode, and I couldn't remember if it came from inside of that episode or another episode, but you guys started talking about a romance novel between a blue tiefling and a fairy by the name of Horned Love or something. I think it was thrown out there.
I don't remember what the
Horned
name
Love.
of it was.
Yes.
But Trix was
Yes.
so uncomfortable.
Yes. Well, remember we gave George and Barney the idea
Yep.
to write a romance novel.
Right.
So
And
is
now,
that
just
novel?
a little while later, here we are hearing about this romance novel called Horned Love.
I mean, it would have to be like a rough
saying she was
draft,
writing
right?
it or something. I don't know. It was
Oh, no,
the
yeah, that's
second
right.
that she was writing one.
She was writing Horned Love. Yeah, I'm thinking that they'll collaborate eventually.
As soon as she
Alright.
said, yeah, and then maybe I'll have her meet a fairy too. Trix was like, oh God, please no.
So as we moved out of that area, I think what's her name? Alira. Yeah, she came back and was escorting all the recruits to the chapel. Um, 3 of our party members had other plans. 2 of them aren't here, so we can't ask them what they had in mind. But we do have one of them that did stay behind that is here. So you joined the Meridius, Faye, and Spoofy break-off team, we'll call it. So what was
MFB.
going on there? What was going on there, Spoofy? What was your plan?
So I had zero idea that Meridius and Faye had snuck behind. I have no intention of joining this cult. It's similar to Desmond. I like the robes. I thought that they were slick.
Yeah.
I'm a man of fashion. I like to think.
Yeah, that cloak you got there.
Yeah,
Real nice.
The cloak. Even with the robes, I still can't take this cloak off. But my plan was to try and snoop around their like kind of lair, see if I can get a good grasp or like a map of the area and see like what was where, and hopefully try to kind of go from there. That was my idea. I didn't expect Faye and Meridius to kind of hang behind as well, which it was a little ironic that the holy members of the party were the ones who snuck by.
Air quotes for Spoofy.
Look, I may not be the holiest, but I'm still a cleric, okay? But yeah, that was kind of my thing. I was originally planning to just kind of survey the.
Oh, you're just gonna get the landscape there, kind of figure out what was going on. It's
right.
Well, when you joined up with that crew, they went on a similar type of adventure that you had in mind, eating away. They kind of went around and looked. They didn't make it very far before they ran into some NPCs by the name of Dagon and Claudius. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Damon and Claudius.
I was about to say,
Damon?
I was about to say, who's Dagon?
I'm pretty sure it was. I think I have written down Dagon. But
that does sound kind of familiar.
Yeah, I have written down Dagon.
We'll go with Dagon then.
I think we're kind of stuck on the whole Matt Damon bit before we started.
Yeah, the pre-show was amazing. So,
which you can find on Patreon.
You can't.
If only
you can't. One day.
So we have these characters, and one of them was very aggressive. So what was going on there?
I think he just had a rough childhood. He was kind of a dick. I think he was bullied.
Probably.
Makes sense.
That's totally what it was.
He got a taste of power, and now he's like, that's his whole personality.
Straight to his head.
Yeah.
Don't make
which shows you there are promotion opportunities in this cult. So don't discount that.
True.
That's true. In just a few short months to a year, you too can move up.
Yeah. So Dagon was very confrontational, and it almost looked like there was going to be some combat. And then Faye had this vision of this shadowy figure, I think. Maybe I can't remember if it had detail or not. But basically had convinced her to maybe be patient. So when she came back out of that, she kind of told Meridius to stand down, and Meridius kind of fell in line, and they went back and put their robes on and went to the chapel. So
something tells me if we would have fought him, it would have gone very horribly.
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
I mean, Dagon would have got all sorts of experience.
Oh my god.
A little dark, a little dark.
I
It's
mean,
fine. I wasn't in their
Mm.
group, so it's okay.
you can't be in his position and just be like an utter whelp. He's gotta. There's
Listen,
something about him.
Hey, you guys know how I
Dagon.
have that thing about not splitting the party?
Yep. Dagon takes his job very seriously. He is a diehard member of the cult. Like, we don't know his backstory, what brought him to the cult and stuff, but he is a
But we know
diehard
he pray.
enforcer. Exactly. He wants to make sure that the cult is safe.
Now I want to do like a little kind of a show where it's just like NPC introspectives where you look back what made them into what they were.
What made him into this? Yep.
Journal entries for all the random NPCs that we meet. Like,
That
oh,
would
this
be
is
great.
what they
Here's
thought
the thing.
about
I'll
you
give you a
guys.
little hint about Dagon. Okay, so Dagon was from this town in the north, right, where it snowed a lot and everything, and these crazy people came into the town one day and said they were going to save the town. But what happened is that Dagon's father had been kidnapped by these people in this castle, and they said they were going to save his father. And what ended up happening is they ended up murdering his father and a bunch of other people on top of this mountain.
Is
And
Dagon Jon
because of that-
Snow?
And because of that, Dagon lost his faith in humanity.
Dagon's Jon Snow, isn't he?
No, Dagon is the child of one of the snowmen that you murdered in the Christmas one shot last year.
Nice. Nice.
It all comes full circle.
Exactly, it's all
It's off y'all.
connected.
So you guys end up in the
Penny is
chapel,
stuck in the snow. She didn't help much.
and you got to see some really good visuals. I don't think we get to put them up the stream. Something happened with Owlbear. It wouldn't. It was just giving me a black screen, so I don't know what was going on there. But you had High Priestess Morvethra, who Tim over there was, which I need to change your name on this. God, I just noticed that. Needs to be probably VT.
Yeah. Tim's like, look at that high priestess swing. Wow.
Yeah, he was very into her, especially her hip region.
See,
Look, I appreciate all of her. It's just the hip region is
It drew the eye, right?
yeah, it drew the eye.
The hips don't lie. I think the philosopher Shakira said that once.
I have her book.
The philosopher Shakira.
I have her book.
She made like a brief introduction, and then she handed it off to Priestess Seraphine.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys got to see an image of her as well. Everybody else didn't, so maybe we'll get to throw it up this time around if Albert will work for.
There's another priestess.
stream.
Swing.
She was
And,
like the size of the room itself.
She had this whole speech kind of laid out, and I don't know what. Yes, probably don't remember the speech verbatim, but
I don't remember a damn thing. I just remember her.
Any thoughts? Oh, you're
I-
just okay.
Yeah, I don't remember the speech at all. I just remember her.
Fair enough.
The
I was
speech
too busy nursing
slowly-
my little pixie
slowly
mechanical bunny
faded
back to
away, and hungry eyes slowly faded in.
health.
Anyway, as she finishes that spiel, everybody kind of exits out of the chapel, and you guys sign up for some jobs. That's kind of pretty much the last thing that happens. And we've got custodial job. That was Keltash and Orlando, which I'm excited to see. We've got guard duty with Meridius. We have the clergy work with Desmond and Faye. And then Trixie Day Sprite is going to be working in the library.
She's incognito.
And I think in the library that sounds like an interesting place, especially for Trix.
It's gonna be interesting to see what she does in there. I have ideas, so many ideas of
I'm
random
thinking-
shenanigans she could
I'm
pull.
thinking I see books on fire at some point. I don't know.
See, she's now convinced that the books on fire in her childhood are fake since the rest of her life is fake. So she's choosing to not feel guilty about that memory anymore. So, fresh start. It won't happen again, right?
And then Spoofy and Thorn signed up for the kitchen because Bowden wasn't here. That's why. I think that's why. So
Because Spoofy wants to poison all of us, is
Mhm.
why.
look at him there. Yeah, he does.
Mhm.
See it in his eyes.
And I think I gave them a fake name myself. I believe I went with Haverl Spiketail. I believe that was the name that I'd given.
Hey, Regan. Welcome to After the Roll.
Clan Clone.
So we were just wrapping it up here, but any insights you want to throw in about the last episode? We did talk about your new look.
You want to
That
talk
was
about
the
more?
first and most important part of the last episode.
So I just connected the audio, so I didn't know that you were
Oh.
asking me a question.
Oh,
You
sorry.
want to talk about more Vethra?
Who?
The
What?
high
High
priestess.
priestess.
Oh, I don't have my notes. I am.
Trust me, I think you remember more Vethra.
I remember her now that you say who she was.
Yeah. You remember.
hmm.
Or the other priestess.
I am excited to do a little Among Us in my D&D tonight. Just gonna be a little task
Yes.
Andy in the corner, Just gonna go about doing my task and try not to be sus. That's all.
Who will be the first to try and seduce Morvethra? Will it be Desmond? Will it be Rican?
See,
Will it be
ended-
both at the same time?
We ended last session on a long rest, so I got to swap out spells. I'm ready for this shit.
So we were kind of wrapping up. We'd went through everything here. I said that we started off with the most important thing that happened last week, which was your new look.
By Diz inspired cosplay, yes.
So
I mean my clan.
Yep. Everyone appreciated that, and there was talks that there could be a swap out if Clan's not available. That we could just throw you up there.
We can talk about it. Rude
ass people.
Just understand that that the incredible accents will definitely be missed if Clan is ever sick.
It's true. He has the best voices. So, Lady Buck, we're just wrapping up after the roll. Any comments that you want to throw in before we head out? I will put this one out there. We did talk about the robes and how some characters are hiding weapons and armor under the robes, and I'm curious, what do you think's going to happen with that?
We look a little sus, I think. I feel like we might look a little sus. It's fine.
Little clanky.
We'll just tell
All
them
right.
we're extra prepared. It's fine.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to end after the roll, and we'll be back here shortly with actual D&D.
To be fair, Diz, I was put on security. I should have my weapons and armor.
Hey, that is a good argument, and the DM is right over there, so I'm sure you can argue with him if he confronts you about it. So,
or I'll just kill them all. It's fine.
You could kill them all. Yes, maybe.
Dagon is looking forward to it.
Right.
Oh goodness.
Can we at least figure out how to get farther in the temple first? Before everyone's dead.
We've killed everyone. Oh crap! How do we operate the elevator? Oh,
no idea.
We're stuck here forever. All right, so we'll see you guys here in maybe just a few minutes. So, all right, everybody, bye.
Bye-bye.